Imagine if we could predict the future with AI, astrology, and numerology. Imagine if you knew the future, what could you do? For education's purposes only. Let's see how we go.
I see many say watch for cyber attacks that bring down the grid and cause numerous breakdowns. Watch what secret weapons come from a country in the Middle East. I see when your own event is in a moment of despair, there is a good chance of the approach of the red dragon. I see a blue stone toning, and everything that has true value in human civilization emerged from the human soul. Watch out at a period when epidemics are rampant, as I observe that those in need will, in theory, reject the punishments imposed by the state unless they receive a free meal. I see the bogus control of our day stands against many as terrible opponent seeks to rule. It came with the tanks, and one fuels the fire. There will be a great silence before the storm, for the love of the people in the fight against the common hereditary foe of all. I see people are worn out and want for something fresh. Many know the same tale, which is guided by the same sly hand. Many people, not just in the contact with repetition machine, but in interactions with repetition machine media over time, seem to be saying that this won't be the final straw. I see many approach to hitting the adversary where it hurts, to expose the mainstream rather than the darkness itself. I see a lady looking to the north. A woman sees that one day this passion will manifest itself in some form, and the populace will stand.
Imagine if we could predict the future with AI, astrology, and numerology. Imagine if you knew the future, what could you do? For education's purposes only. Let's see how we go.
I can see many are frustrated at how people enjoy being exceptionally odd and throwing everything away, including their lands. Watch for the moment when aid programs will fail, and this will fuel extremism in third world countries. I recognise that we have been deprived of our rights for years while we waited for our adversaries to acknowledge our sacrifice. I see many question of who caused our tragedy is being asked by a large number of people, so we should examine who benefited the most from it. Some people claim that the investor never creates anything useful without the major goal of controlling and dominating that business. Watch out for periods when churches declare bankruptcy. I've noticed that attempts to subjugate the populace have been made for years. Watch for a change in the atmosphere weakening that will produce skin diseases. I see the press which is dependent indirectly. Watch for ancient spiritual knowledge. It will soon be found. I see many saying that is the inevitable goal of the people. Some say the fruit of the honest work of the people has been stolen by those who have never produced. I see many say they're going to keep pushing this story for weeks, building up a strong, unbalanced outrage with lots of repetition. I see many say that only films targeted at the general public include good portrayals of our friends in need acting regularly. I see many are joining our movement, which is being driven by loss and grief. Watch for the day when religion must return to the Word. This will happen when the ice begins to melt. The entire educational system, as well as movies, the internet, and the media will be utilised. Since friends in need are alleged to care about free expression, please take a look at what they have done online. I see people entered the area, cleared the trees, and out of wildernesses they built civilizations. Watch for a surge in demand for traditional seeds.
Check out past posts to see what we got right, and let us know in the comments to improve the algorithm. To find out your own numerology and how it affects your life, check out the description.